Keycon. 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 Keycon.
For those who know that name and have attended one or more of our conventions, it's a gateway to fun, learning, dancing, gaming, visiting hospitality suites, going on quests, engaging in interactive panels, finding amazing objects and artwork, meeting awesome guests of honor, and generally celebrating for an entire weekend with friends both old and new. But for those who have never come out to our conference, what is it? Aside from being one of the best-kept convention secrets in Winnipeg, that is. I'm Laurie E. Smith, and I was elected official Convention Ambassador for Keycon for the year leading up to Keycon 38 in May of 2021. I have been everything at Keycon, from a guest of honor, to a department head, to a hospitality suite host, to a panelist, all the way down to just an attending fan. And Keycon is simply awesome, in my opinion, from top right down to bottom. So come with me for some insights into Keycon's past and find out what our future has to offer. But first, the basics. Keycon is a traditional science fiction and fantasy convention welcoming between 300 and 500 attendees annually, with a focus on science fiction, fantasy, and related literature, although we also celebrate comics, cosplay, movies, TV, and other media. We are currently hosted by the Radisson Hotel in downtown Winnipeg in Manitoba, Canada, and we have taken place on the Victoria Day long weekend every year since 1984. Wow, that's a long time for any convention. Keycon must be doing something right, and it is. Several somethings, actually. Let me share its secrets and wonders with you, starting with the fact that folks who come to Keycon once tend to keep coming back to Keycon again and again. And here's why. Keycon is extremely community-oriented in several ways. For one thing, Keycon is well into its fourth generation of convention attendees, with folks I remember coming to their first Keycon as babies in arms now running departments, and in some cases the whole convention.
Time is useful. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Larry. Happy birthday to you.
Keycon also has special programming elements geared toward children and teens, and we've recently introduced a write-your-own-pronouns option onto our event badges. We celebrate our LGBTQ+ members, and we are taking additional steps to make Keycon as accessible as possible to a wide range of people. So when you walk into Keycon for the first time, you're not walking into a fly-by-night venture, or one where nobody knows anybody else, as is often the case at much larger conventions. When you come to Keycon, folks will recognize you as a new face and will likely offer you a friendly welcome if you're open to one. A quick note, but it's an important one. Keycon operates a strict code of conduct and is administered by WINSFA, the Winnipeg Science Fiction Association. The safety and comfort of our attendees is of prime importance, so if you need help during the convention or just a quiet place to de-stress, you can go to the Keycon Operations Center, located on the 15th floor in room 1510, and they will address your concerns. We have a zero-tolerance policy for harassment, hate language, emotional or physical assault, and several other types of transgressions. The Code of Conduct is printed in full in the Keycon program book and is also posted in public areas of the convention space. Many people familiar with Keycon describe it as feeling like an extended family. We hold weddings at our convention and birthday celebrations, and also memorial services for community members who have recently passed. The Welcome to Keycon dinner on the Friday afternoon of the convention before opening ceremonies offers newcomers the chance to meet Keycon veterans and to find out what to expect during the weekend. And trust me, if you've come to Keycon by yourself, you will know several people by the end of the Welcome to Keycon dinner. Like any established culture, Keycon has its rituals which grow stronger through repetition. Some elements of the convention, like opening ceremonies, the 15th floor hospitality suites, the art jam, the masquerade costume competition, the Saturday night social, closing ceremonies, and the dead dog parties on Sunday evening, have been around pretty much since the beginning. Other recently added events have gained traction. The Welcome to Keycon dinner, for example, or the pinball machines brought in for the weekend by Hurray, plus the live Badfic readings facilitated by myself on Saturday night, the teeny tiny movable nightclub experience that is Club Elevate, the sing-along events organized by Joey and Lillian. All of these are now solid fan favorites. Keycon is ultimately what the fans make it, and the administrators are open to new ideas for programming and other events. Each year's programming grid features new and exciting items, some of them featuring that year's special guests of honor, and some run entirely by and for the fans. Each iteration of Keycon is a blend of the familiar and the unique, so there's always something to keep coming back for, year after year after year. So what does make Keycon so special? 2 words, the people. The longer answer is all the things those people do. The cosplays, the organizing and running of hospitality suites, the programming created to fill 5 to 7 tracks of programming each year, the creation of art and items, of food and drink, of games and fun, the gathering of prizes for raffles and tournaments, often at considerable personal expense, and finally, the inviting of guests and then making those guests easily accessible to the fans. That last point is especially important. At most conventions, guests sit behind a table and the fans are on the other side of the table having to pay for autographs, photos, and so forth. At Keycon, as a rule, the guests mingle with the fans, sign autographs for free, let fans take their own photos, and even get involved to the point of playing board games with fans in the gaming room, or playing guitar and singing with the fans in the folk music suite, the way Richard Hatch did when he was guest at Keycon. It all starts out with the guests serving ice cream to the convention members at the ice cream social right after opening ceremonies, and from there, well, there's no stuffiness at Keycon when it comes to our guests. If they were stuffy and standoffish, then they wouldn't be at Keycon. There's no other convention quite like ours, and we're so proud to call Keycon our fanish home. So, what does the future hold for Keycon? Keycon 2020 was a virtual event held entirely online and quite successful, so we know that if necessary we can repeat that model. But current plans are for an in-person experience in 2021 for Keycon 38, including some very special guests both from Canada and from much further afield. COVID-19 has cut deeply into fandom. Conventions are being cancelled left and right, and some have gone under entirely. But Keycon is strong, both as a community and as an institution. The convention committee for 2021 is in place and hard at work planning the best possible convention experience for everyone who is able to join us for Keycon 38. Visit our website at www.keycon.org, follow our Twitter feed and our Facebook group for regular updates, and stay tuned for guest announcements, special events, and a few surprises. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you in person at Keycon, the best little sci-fi and fantasy convention in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.